Yo, what it do? SRT gang. It's your boy with the fat SwaggyReacts, and we are back with another reaction video, man. And yo, it's midnight. It's midnight, so y'all know what time it is, man. It is scary hour, bro. Like, shouts out to your man, Mr. Nightmare, bro. Tonight we're gonna be checking out 3 disturbing, true, like retail stories. Know what I'm saying? And listen, guys. Like, I used to work retail. Know what I'm saying? And like, bro, when I tell you, like some of the most, like, pettiest people be in these, like, fucking retail stores, bro, I'm telling y'all, bro, like, they're literally complaining about the most littlest thing and trying to get a discount on it, man. I'm telling y'all, bro. Like, I used to work at Food Lion, and I used to work at the Fresh Market, bro. So, it's like, bro, I know all about this, like, retail crap, bro. Like, I mean, for the most part, like, it's a real chill job. Well, I was a manager, so, like, it was kind of, like, real laid back, you know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, you had to deal with a lot of customers, complaints, and, you know, all the employees and all that, of course, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, though, man, like, retail was really cool, man. But I'm telling y'all, it's some crazy and weird people out here in this world, bro. I'm telling y'all, man. Like, bro. Like, y'all think Walmart, like, seeing some weird people out in Walmart? Like, try like one of these, like, little, like, grocery stores and stuff, bro. You see some weird people in there, man. I'm telling y'all, man. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead and hop into this. If you guys checking this video out for the first time, I drop one of these every night at midnight, man. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you guys want to join me every night at midnight. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Man. Let's go. Alright, let's get it.
I work at a CVS open 24 hours a day. I've been working at this location for 3 years now.
I'm
one of the higher-ups. I agreed to take on the overnight shifts because I believe it helps my chances of getting another promotion, and I like to be on my boss's good side.
Facts.
There would only be one employee working the 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. shift, as that's all that's really needed. Once the pharmacy opens at 9 a.m., that's when business usually picks up.
Right.
The 2 employees before me left after I was set up. At my hours, so few customers come in that my job varies from cash register to simply stock working. The beeper at the front door that would go off would alert me when a customer would enter, so I'd know when to go back to the register and wait. A few hours into my shift, I went back to the register to check my phone, which I had charging, and I had a new voicemail from an unknown number. I pulled it up and listened. It was some weird voice on the other end that I couldn't tell belonged to a male or female, and I couldn't understand what they were saying. Like, the sound quality was terrible. The transcription was unavailable for that reason. Obviously, I just ignored it because everyone gets weird calls once in a while.
Right.
As I continued doing stock work, my phone started to go off. I pulled out my phone and saw a bunch of texts from that number that just called.
Hey, bro, like, y'all remember, like, when all these candies was literally, like, this cheap, like, 69 cents? Like, I'm talking about the regular size. Now it's like $1 and all that junk now, bro, like $1.20. It's like crazy. It went up like crazy on the prices as far as candy, but I wish it was still this cheap for candy. For real.
The first text said, "Call back when you can." The second one said, "I know you're at work. I'm coming to visit." The third one said, "What time are you working till?" I had no idea who this could be. I texted back, "Who the hell is this?" The typing bubble popped up for like 20 seconds. Then it went away. They didn't respond to that. Okay. A little unnerving, yes, but I still had to go about my work. Eventually, I heard the ding by the front door, alerting me someone entered, so I went back to the register and waited. I didn't see anyone walking around, though, and I waited there for quite a while, actually. Eventually, I just decided, okay, that's enough waiting, and went back to stocking shelves. I'd say it was around 2 a.m., a couple hours into my shift. I got a new cart full of items from the back section. This time beauty products, the second aisle in the store.
I hate, like, beauty products, bro. I'm telling y'all, like, as far as, like, stocking them and all that stuff, I feel like a woman should be doing that, man, because she'll know where all that stuff goes. I guarantee that, bro. Like, us being men, we don't know where no eyelashes and nail pop. Like we don't what? Like what is that? No, like let a woman do that, man. I'm telling you, like there's more like there's like I mean down their lane. You feel me? Like put us in the sports section or something. Like that's what we do. You know what I'm saying?
I brought the cart over there and noticed a woman in the corner of the next aisle over, the first aisle. I stepped into that aisle and looked down, asking if she needed any help. She was looking down at one of the products in the corner. She didn't acknowledge me. Didn't know if she heard me or not, but I just felt awkward, so I left her alone. I walked back to the register just to wait there for her to finish up, and then I started getting more texts from that number. I was basically getting spammed with random messages that made no sense, except one that said, "I'm here." So I said
What?
screw it, and I called the number. I heard a ringing sound coming from inside the store, and my heart started beating twice as fast.
Oh
I felt
hell
a
no.
heavy feeling in my throat. I canceled the call, and the ringing stopped. I brought myself to walk over to that last aisle again, where the ringing was coming from. That woman was still there in that corner. I yelled, "Joke's over, I'm calling the cops, whoever you are." I almost knew it had to be some girl I knew playing a prank on me. I went back around the counter because for some reason I felt safer there. I really didn't want to call the police though. Instead, I called my best friend, who picked up on the first try. I asked him to think of anyone we knew with brunette hair who had my number and would be playing a prank on me like this. He guessed a few names, but based on the body shape of that woman, it was none of them. My friend told me to just stop being a pussy since it was a girl. I told him, alright,
Hey
whatever.
bro, like he's always one of our friends. You calling us one of them names, like bro, you being soft right now, bro. Like what are you doing? Like you said, man, stop being a little bitch, man. Come on, bro, tighten up.
My friend told me to just stop being a pussy since it was a girl. I told him, alright, whatever, and hung up the phone. I was about to suck it up and walk over there when I noticed her, peering half of her head from around the corner of the beauty aisle.
Oh heck!
She had to be
Whoa,
going down
hell! Like what? Hey, first off, I was not expecting that at all, bro. Yo, I'm shooting, bro. Ain't no way. I'm clocking out. Time to go home. Have a good day. I mean, I'm sick. Like, I gotta go home. I can't do it. Not today.
The corner of the beauty aisle.
Nope.
She had to be
no.
kneeling down too because the shelf in that aisle is lower than the rest.
Yo,
The first thing I noticed
That's
was
creepy,
blood trickling
bro.
down her cheeks. She
blood.
was smiling, and I heard her making these fucked up laughing sounds. It looked like she cut the skin on her cheeks right next to her lips, and this was when I realized she wasn't our age. She looked like she was anywhere from 30 to 40. I took one step closer, and I recognized her. It was this lady with serious mental issues who had DM'd me with a fake account before, and as far as I knew, she was dangerous and was supposed to be in some psychiatric center. She must have gotten my number through my Instagram, which I have set as a public figure profile, which includes my phone number. Seeing half her bloodied face.
See, like that's why. I mean, I stopped putting my number up on social media, bro, because like it's literally some weird people out there, bro. They be playing some sick games, bro. That literally play on your phone, this, that, and the third, bro. To the point you just gotta block them. You feel me? And even blocking them, like they gonna find a way to still try to call you from certain numbers, this, that, and the third, man. So be careful on who you guys give your numbers out to, okay? That's all I want to say, you know.
He's peering at me, smiling, made me want to yak. I yelled at her to get away or I'd stab her. Of course, a complete bluff. I ran to one of the back aisles and hid from her, and I only sighed a breath of relief when I heard the beep of the front door go off. I went to go check if she was still there, but she wasn't.
Good.
And so I called 911 and had the police take a report, showed them the CCTV footage, and warned them of her name and that she had serious mental issues. The officers were very nice and told me they'd be in the immediate area in case she returned.
Good. Awesome.
I blocked the number she was texting me from,
Awesome.
and I like to think the police contacted her family.
Awesome. Awesome.
I used to work the dairy aisle in a grocery store. It was the worst job I ever had. A lot of heavy lifting.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Like every time I walk back there in like the frozen section, like everybody just looked so mad, bro. Like 'cause they didn't want to be back there, dog. Like being in the dairy section, bro, just working back there, had to be crazy because everyone hated their job, bro. I promise y'all, man. Like, I was always in the front. I was the front end manager, so I was cool. But, dude, that is super true right there. Everyone's always mad working in the back in the frozen section.
Expired dairy products and shivering. The big dairy cooler was in the back of the store, in the area where all the groceries yet to be stocked on the shelves were kept.
Man, this is bringing back so many memories, bro. Oh, man, bro.
A lot of heavy lifting, expired dairy products, and shivering. The big dairy cooler was in the back of the store, in the area where all the groceries yet to be stocked on the shelves were kept. I would often just chill in the dairy cooler, no pun intended, because the supervisors on duty would never think to check on me in there.
Right.
I'd bring a hoodie just so I wouldn't get cold. Anyway, one night I was working till 10 p.m. The store got quiet past 9. However, Mr. Senko, the supervisor who was a pain in the ass, was on duty.
Oh, man.
So after stocking the milk cartons...
And of course, we always got them managers. There's one manager that takes his job to the max. Like he just always on serious mode. There is no play mode on, like nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like someone always takes their job super, super serious, bro. I promise y'all, man.
One more time for the night. I brought everything to the back area again. On my way back to the dairy cooler to just hide and chill in there, I saw very briefly, for like half a second, the face of someone through the glass of the cooler door. But they either just ducked down or faded away out of my view. Who was in there? I went through the doors to see, and got hit with that blast of cold air and the loud sound of the giant refrigerator blowing cold air into the room. Boxes, pallets, and crates of milk everywhere, but no immediate sight of anyone. There were many places to hide behind the giant piles of boxes, but no one was in there. So I did my usual. I sat on an empty milk crate hidden behind a big pile of boxes. Then suddenly the lights in the cooler turned off, and it went almost pitch dark, besides the light from outside the cooler coming in through the glass of the door. I had a mini freak out because I thought Mr. Senko knew I was in here and was basically signaling for me to come out. I stood up and came out from around the boxes, and then I froze. Something was blocking partial view of the two cooler doors. There was a silhouette of a really tall person right in front of me.
Oh, hell
Couldn't
no.
be Mr. Senko. He was kind of short. The figure right in front of me had to be a foot taller than me.
Oh, no.
Suddenly, the light flickered back on, and the figure I thought I saw right in front of me was no longer there.
Whoa, what?
I nervously walked around where I thought I saw something standing. I even waved my hand through the air in that spot. I somehow felt like I wasn't alone in there, and so I burst through the doors and shut the dairy cooler light. I peeked inside now with the light off, but that figure I saw in there just a moment ago was still gone.
Oh,
I threw my apron off and clocked out early.
Right.
I didn't care if Mr. Senko would be mad.
He said, nigga, fuck that, I'm going home after that. I'm good. I don't blame him either. I do not blame him, bro.
I just needed to get out of there. That was the one paranormal thing to ever happen in my life.
That's wild, bro. That's crazy. I don't blame him at all either. I would have left too.
I do overnight stock shifts for various local...
Hey, bro, like literally, like, I went to Lowe's earlier today, bro. Like Lowe's is wild, bro. It's wild in there, bro. I'm telling you. So many type of different people, bro. I'm telling you. And crazy looking people. I'm telling y'all.
Lowe's home improvement stores. All I do is work whichever specific location needs me for the night, usually dependent on which location is having the most business. My job is to unload trucks, operate forklifts in the back section and throughout the store, and do night stock work. The trucker on duty that night was Paul, the only other guy with me that night. Once we successfully unloaded the truck, he helped me sort them in the back room before going off to do another pickup with the truck. So I was left alone to continue work as normal, nothing I wasn't used to. I'd scan the new shipments to take inventory, then I'd bring the items out to the floor and stock shelves with the new items. That's exactly what I was doing, going back and forth from the back warehouse section to the main floor, stocking shelves, sometimes using the forklift. I was scanning items with the inventory gun towards the back section of the warehouse when a loud crash scared the living shit out of me, to the point that I jumped and turned around midair. It was a big box that had fallen off a large pile of pallets full of unopened packages. The box's contents didn't spill out. The box was still intact. so I went to get the forklift to lift the packages back up onto the pallet. It was at this point I smelt a funky odor, but it wasn't the most uncommon thing ever in the warehouse, so I continued my work. At some point later that night, I turned the corner into the paint aisle and saw someone walking all the way down at the other side. They were dressed in dark clothes. No one else was supposed to be in the store, and they weren't wearing work clothes. So I shouted, "Hey." They turned around, and when they saw me, they took off running down an intersecting aisle.
Oh, shit.
Naturally, I yelled again and started chasing after him. Of course, when I got to the intersecting aisle, he was nowhere to be seen. He could have been in any aisle by then. Still, I did one quick jog down the middle aisle to look through all the intersecting aisles, but I didn't see anyone. I called anyone who I thought could have possibly been on duty, but nobody even picked up. I was at a loss for who that could be. I had to assume it was an intruder. I returned to the warehouse, and as I walked through the doors, I heard another crash from the back section of the warehouse.
Oh, Lord.
I ran in that direction and discovered something had fallen from the same pile of pallets and boxes. That was it. I had to run and grab a ladder to go climb up the stack of boxes. When I got to the top, I realized there was a perimeter, or wall rather, of packages and boxes surrounding one big hole. In this hole, there was a homeless-looking man dressed in all black, the same man I had just seen. This was where the odor from earlier was coming from. He looked at me, and I looked back at him, speechless. I didn't know what to say. He got up and seemed as though he were coming to lunge at me. I quickly stepped down the ladder low enough to where I could jump off. Then I ran down the aisle of the warehouse and stopped. I got on the phone with the police, and a couple officers showed up 15 minutes later. Of course, the little secret home that man had made between boxes was empty now.
Right.
He evacuated with all of his stuff.
Dang.
Camera
bro.
footage later revealed that man had been staying in that little secret spot he created for a whole week.
What?
No one really checks the
A whole week? Ain't so who works the whoever works the like in the camera, who watches the camera needs to be fired. He's been there for a whole week. Like, whoever was in charge of that job, I hope they got fired. I'm just being real. Cause anything could have happened to that man, bro. If he would have never saw him, there's no telling what that man would have did to him. Like, if he wasn't, know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, y'all gotta be more caring for your employees overnight. All that, bro. Like, come on, man. That's crazy.
That man had been staying in that little secret spot he created for a whole week. No one really checks the camera footage unless there's a reason to. That's how he got away with it on.
Well, I think that's a pretty good reason to. Hello? Someone should be checking it 24/7, period.
Notice for so long.
Like, that's crazy, bro. Shots out to Mr. Nightmare, man. Again, bro. Please make sure that you guys watch. Like, if you guys ever work any type of retail of any kind, please let me know about your guys' experiences, bro. Because I'd really be interested in knowing about you guys' experiences in retail or anything like that, man. I mean, just definitely let me know what you guys thought about this reaction, about liking or disliking the video. And also, you guys want me to continue some more on Mr. Nightmare, please let me know as well. And I'll be back with another one, man. An SRT gang. I am out this thing, man. Let's get it.